Alright, I should be live for Mega Man 9. So I've done this at a lot of RGL, so hopefully everybody's familiar with it, and if not, well, I'll explain it when we get started. So we're just doing normal with Mega Man in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so Mega Man 9 was originally released in 2008. I don't know how many years that was after Mega Man 8. But it was released on Wii, PS3, Xbox 360, then whatever releases it came about after that So we're starting with Concrete Man. This stage is good to start with for a couple reasons. This is very good to start with just with the Buster. It's a very simple stage, just mashing through some elephants. They take 13 or 14 shots. I still haven't researched that after all these years and marathons, but it's a general number. But there are some, well, there aren't too many different strats that could happen with the old route, other than the boss having the boss weakness. Alright, that just wastes time. Alright. Yeah, the Concrete Man's a pretty simple stage, just mash through it. It does throw these things at you, which go up or down depending on which way they're facing. But the if you were playing the demo for Mega Man 9, this is where it would end. It wouldn't even let you face the boss. Oh jeez. So Concrete Man, you want to stay close to him and then just jump after a couple shots because he might throw his concrete at you. Alright, that wasn't terrible, but the big gimmick is that he can't do more than 2 things at a time, I believe. Or something like that, or it's like he can't do the same thing 2 or 3 times in a row or something. Yeah, Dr. L, I don't know who that is because I didn't watch the story. Must be a new villain. Alright. So I don't remember what that cutscene was, but now we're in Magma Man stage, which is a... this one's actually a very fun stage to learn. Because the concrete shot is a very good weapon where you can throw it against a wall, you can turn enemies into concrete blocks, and then in that case, if you jump just as it gets above you, it actually gives you a small speed boost with a zip. And I don't know why that works, but it does. Then you can also freeze those magma lasers. They're instant kill, but I don't know the strat for doing that fast. And it's also very powerful. Oh, I mashed too slow there, apparently. But that dragon, he only takes 5 concrete shots and dies, but I only mashed 4, which I actually did during my practice run earlier, so I guess it's in my muscle memory. So now we get to see the magma lasers get frozen. So there is a zip here if you go kind of inside its hitbox and freeze. Oh, I'm not going to trust that. You can freeze that fast enough and go under it. I'm just going to play it safe and not take the death. Alright, so you're probably thinking, he went here second, he wasted all his concrete. Well, he's not weak to concrete. He's actually weak to a different weapon. He's just I actually don't know the, I'm guessing the weapons you'd have at the time aren't that much more useful unless you're doing, like, a time attack. But I just listen to whatever the top runners do. So Mega Man, he jumps 1 or 2 tiles. You just kind of want to read his pattern. You can get 3 shots. The iframes is 3 or 5 frames. I don't know if it's that short, actually, but you just can time your shots. And that's enough of Buster bosses. Alright, so there can be a bit of a route divergence here. You can go to Galaxy or Hornet. You have the weaknesses for both. I just go Galaxy third because that's how I learned it. There is a trick that I will not do that can be saved with Hornet's weapon, but because I don't do it, it doesn't really matter. So Galaxy Man, we're in space here in this. This is actually a very vertical stage, so we'll see a lot of rush coil. There's actually a couple of those stages in this game, and it's a big new gimmick is these teleporters, which I don't know if teleporters were in previous Mega Mans because I don't remember. Other than the boss teleporters, obviously. Coil. Okay, good. That one's actually kind of tough to line up, but once you figure it out, you can get it pretty much every time in your muscle memory. So we passed by the checkpoint there, so if you somehow die in this room, you only lose whatever it takes to die. And a little bit of pride. So you see me jumping at, I don't remember what it's called anymore, but if you jump at the top of the ladder, because Mega Man has a, if he starts running from a standstill, he takes a couple frames to actually get to full speed, but if you jump at the top of a ladder, oops, then he actually gets into his full running speed immediately. Shoot a concrete here. Alright. You just do a last second back damage boost and you can get on it. If you're really good at the game, you can actually like shoot 3 and kill all of them and get there. But I am not that good. So you can swoop down or go up. You want him to swoop down so you can get more shots. But that's about as good as you can get with him getting up, because if you time it, you can get 5 shots, as I did. And it only... because if he has 3 shots, 3 health left, regarding, or 3 concrete hits left, then he could go back up again, but getting 5 hits, he only needs 2, and you can get him immediately. But now we're on to the second half of this route divergence in Hornet Man. So I shot there with some timing because that rock, when you shoot that, I don't know what it's called, those enemies. When you shoot them, they shoot their rocks, and shooting when I did makes it so that rock doesn't hit you. Get a Buster off. But you want to shoot these dispensers, and they will dispense balls and destroy the platform. Alright. So that the flower mini-boss, things are going really fast right now. But the flower mini-boss, he takes 5 concretes as the dragon does, but he can spawn pretty much anywhere except where you're standing. And you want him to spawn on the 2 platforms right beside you, but he didn't do that. But that's fine. So I have 3 concretes left, so I'm gonna take a damage boost here. That was not a... I should have shot the first one. and then just took the second damage boost, because that would have been faster. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, gee. Okay. Well, luckily this is a somewhat easy boss, because the Stomper there does a lot of damage. So the Magma Bazooka, as you just saw, it's a spreader weapon, so you want to try and hit Hornet with all three, just to deal max damage. I'm not sure if it does triple damage, or just double, because I know in Mega Man 10 with Triple Blade it does 2 damage, you have to shoot another one, like a shotgun, almost, to get the third hit. But we killed him. It's one of the easier... Once you get it settled, it's the easiest boss fight in the game. But getting the timings off for every shot is kind of difficult to learn. Now that gear thing that we got from Hornet, I don't know what it is regarding the story. So we're on to Jewel Man then, instead of figuring that out. So in this first section, there is 2 paths, or 2 strategies. There, you can go with Buster, which is faster, but I don't know how to do it. Or you can just do Concrete, which you still need to aim your Concrete a bit and remember what enemies to shoot. That's never happened before, where it's been in the middle of a... It's like spawned in the middle of the enemy without actually touching it. Oh, I thought I could get away. The Hornet, so it chases the enemy, but it also grabs items if it kills an enemy, and that's what I didn't want to happen, but I had to kill the enemies anyway. Alright. So that cheese ball, you normally have to wait for everything. So you have to wait for him to, like, throw all his rocks at you, but if you use Hornet, he just comes down immediately. And then you can just either use Concrete if you have enough, or Magma, as I did. But if you use Concrete, then you'll have to switch back to Magma. Back boost so we can get through that Stomper. We only need 2 black hole bombs for Jewel Man, so we have no problem using them at the end of the screen there. So Jewel Man will jump whenever you jump, so you kind of just want to spawn. You want to spawn the black hole bomb near his hitbox, so then when he comes back down, his iframes will be gone, and it'll take another hit. There is a way, if you like jump and shoot it immediately, you can deal 5 hits and leave him only with 1, but I tried to learn it for about 10 minutes, I couldn't figure it out, so we'll just do that, which is it's alright. So now that cutscene, I do know what that one was about, is we got Rush Jet. So the route just works that the 3 stages that really use Rush Jet are after we get it. Okay, I'll just wait then. So Plugman, oh jeez. Okay, I don't really want to wait, but I guess I have to. So Plugman, these Yoku blocks are on a global timer. So if I did the stage properly from the start, I could have just hit that Yoku block immediately and not really had to wait, but since I took a couple hits, it went off cycle. I should be back on cycle now, so the one in the middle should spawn. Yeah. So at least with this global timer, at least, it is kind of easy to remember to get back on track if you get lost at the start of the stage, but obviously you'd prefer just to do the stage perfectly. So I'll just wait then. Take the hit. Okay, my health is kind of scary here, actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna play it safe and because he gave me the high jump anyway, because if he gives you a low jump, you can actually, like, you have a couple frames just to jump over it. But my health is pretty scary right now, so I'm just not going to, I wasn't gonna test it. So, Jewel Man... No, that's Plug Man, not Jewel Man. We already beat Jewel Man. So Plugman has exactly enough health as you do Jewel ammo, so you can't mistime a shot, or else you're using Magma or Buster. So these last 3 stages can be done in a couple different orders as long as you plug before Tornado, because some people will do Splash 6th because you already have her weakness at that point. But this is how I learned to do it, so Tornado 7th is how it is. So our second instance of Rush Jet is we can just fly over these, make sure you don't hit the spikes. If you nudge the spikes, then Rush will get scared and disappear. So there's a way to use those magnets and not... Well, you'll still grab that energy, but there's a way to kind of just skip another screen with Jet. I know how to do it for Time Attack, but I don't feel I should do it during a run. So I hesitated a bit, so he'd shoot to the left. If you coil top left there is an E-Tank, but I'm not going to grab it, because I already have my one from Plugman. But if you're just learning, that's a good E-Tank to grab. Even when I had like a 35, I still grabbed 2 E-Tanks just in case. So the last screen we had to run against the wind, so we had to avoid jumping, but this time since it's pushing against you, or against your back, you can jump as much as possible and increase your speed. So Tornado. Okay. He stayed on the ground, but I misfired one of the shots and it hit his Tornado. And I almost messed it up, but that's what you want. He can go in the middle, somewhat short, but you can still hit him there. Or you can just... The plug ball can climb walls, so it can hit him on the ceiling if he's all the way up there. But he didn't move, so... Thankfully, he did not. So our final Robot Master stage, Splash Woman. So back, I don't know, that would be like 2012 at this point, maybe earlier, is this was first, because Splash Woman actually takes 2 damage from the Mega Buster, so runners did this first to do that, and then have the weakness for Concrete, so go Concrete second. But then, whenever, I don't know the history of it exactly, they realized that Rush Jet is extremely helpful in this section. So you switch to Jet, and if you played Mega Man 5, you might be scratching your head a bit, because it's practically exactly the same, except this time you're fully submerged in the water. Oh boy, okay, I'm just gonna do it safe. I jumped too early, that's fine. So what you want to do for the fastest method is just go on the right like I tried to, but since I didn't, I bailed. And I just wanted to risk not having to fall all the way back down. So this section I'm going to try... No, I'm not going to test it. If you get at the very top, you can grab the ladder from, like, frames under it. But, again, I don't want to risk any death. I'll just play it as I see it. Oh, okay, he grabbed me a screw. I always kill that guy, even though at the risk of him grabbing them grabbing a weapon energy. Splash one, we're gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. Well, that was fine. You can kill her before, like right before the fish come out. That was a fine kill. And that's the Robot Masters. Now we get the Laser Trident, which is actually, casually, it's probably the strongest weapon in the game. Either that or Magma, but all weapons are pretty strong in this game. But Laser just has a lot of ammo, it fires quickly, but in the speedrun you just don't see it as much, unless it's a weakness or something else, but... Alright. So we're immediately gonna switch the Jewel. You can, it is faster, it does save applause if you know how to buster this section. I never really learned how to do it, so... But there's no shame in Jewel satelliting because it's probably the strongest shield weapon in the entire franchise. Grab that. Jump a bit early just so I don't die. So those guys, they'll wake up and push their door against you, or whatever that is. So we're gonna see our friend, Mr. Dragon, again. Okay. I was literally one shot off. I had to focus. I was gonna say something about how I was gonna kill him with Buster instead, but I forgot how much focus I needed. Oh, that was close. I've lost the timing of that, so I've had to redo it a couple times in practice. But I don't know how much time that Dragon Buster kill saves. It does save a pause, whether you're switching to coil and going to concrete, or just going straight to concrete. So our first wily boss is the spike pusher, so we have to... They're going to be constantly shooting and pushing the spike back at you, which that spike is instant kill, so please don't touch it. So the red ones will shoot a charge shot, and it's really annoying. Oh, I didn't think I'd take another hit there. My timing is way off now. Oh well. Okay, that was not a very good spike pusher spike, but we survived. So what you want to do is you want to like rhythm mash, because you can only have 3 bullets on at the screen at the same time. So you kind of just want to rhythm mash it so there's always bullets going. But I got hit a lot of times and kind of messed up my timing for it. So we're gonna grab Jet. The game's nice enough to give us some extra ammo. I debated grabbing that one, but I think we'll be fine. Yeah, the start of the stage has a lot of crazy jet. Oh boy. I am out of jet. Yeah. That is not good. I should have grabbed that extra. Okay. Whatever. I had to concrete anyway, so that's fine. Just lost about 15 seconds, but whatever. Oh jeez. You can jump off those two immediately. I jumped off the first one, but then I mistimed the second one. Dude, I got the same spawn. Straight to laser trident and swap between this and coil for the jeez. So we're back underwater, so we can't jump too high or else we'll hit the spike. I'm gonna tiptoe this one and this one. I always tiptoe that one, because I will never care to learn the timing. So that's probably the hardest part of the stage other than the boss. But the boss is only scary if you're on mediocre health, which I might be. So I just gotta be a bit safe here. So we're gonna stay on coil because the first phase of this boss, the Mega Mech Shark, will go right in the air. I think you can get 3 hits there. I don't know how, because I never learned it properly. But I think this, the Mega Mech Shark takes 2 damage from everything, but it's weak to Tornado and Laser Trident. Oh, that's bad. Okay. If I took another hit, I would have died, but he spawned it at a fine enough time. And on to Wily 3. We're gonna coil over this one. We're gonna spawn him as we fall. Mash this one down. And then we're in a gravity well now. So the gravity well, since it's at a fixed rate, you want to start the screen as high as possible, which is why I coiled. But if you bump your head and the game detects you losing speed, you'll fall all the way down before you start going back up again. So this section's a little tough, so I'm going to try and... I have to jump over this one. I'm going to try and coil, and then back boost into the... Okay, it didn't work. I was going to try and back boost into... Because I'm having trouble explaining this. If you back boost into the health, you can skip the second, taking damage from the second one. Or I guess the first one on the screen, because you take hit from the second one, but yeah. So the one quirk about saving the pause by staying on coil is that you have to shoot twice because your maneuver ability is based on where you shoot. So you just have to remember to shoot twice. Good drops at least, because I'm gonna... Oh jeez. I didn't even know I hit that Sniper Joe 3 times. Alright, so we're gonna switch to Black Hole Bomb. He can jump onto the platform and then you just wait, or you can do that. Alright. So I'm gonna stand in a specific spot. I'm gonna need to focus up if once it actually starts. But for the second phase, I shoot it, and I'm gonna wait and then try and pause Trico. Alright. I finally remembered how to do that consistently again. See, by doing that, because when you pause, the weapon disappears, and so does, I'm guessing the iframes do as well. So you just shoot one, pause, and then keep doing that until he dies. So, Wily 4. So we have a mini stage here before we get to our refights. Just for safety, I'm going to grab the health, even though the bosses drop health anyway, but you never know. So there is a manip you can do for this, where he will give you 2 swoops every time. I don't know how to do it. Actually, I just did it. I tricked you. Right. And I also tricked myself, apparently. So the bosses, except like 2, are pretty much exactly the same. Let's see if Tornado can give us the same luck again. Nope. So our first difference is that we have Magma's weakness, which is Tornado. So we're gonna hope he goes into the middle. So we're gonna... Okay, I didn't time it correctly. Okay. If he gets in the middle, you take damage from it, and you time your shot as he jumps, you can get a double hit on him. Because as you saw, you don't actually have enough Tornado to kill him. Which is crazy to think about. See if we can... 1, 2, 3, 4... So this is the second difference, is that we have Concrete's weakness, which is the laser trident. So you can see why people might have originally thought that that was faster. Because he does... The laser trident does shred Concrete Man. Oops. So... This is going up pretty fast, but I'll try to explain it. So you want to... I think you're expected to play ping pong with them. But... since you have Trident, you can do this with Buster too if you mash fast enough. You can push it back into him. and just destroy it immediately. So I'm coming up on time. This is a very fast fight when done correctly. Oh, he did this in my practice run too, where he just baited me. Okay. I shouldn't do that, because I don't know how to do that. 3 times? Oh my goodness. Oh boy, this might be the worst Wily Casino I've ever had. Maybe I should have learned the coil strats. Okay, that was time. That was gonna be like with an average Wily Casino, that was gonna be like a 3450, which still isn't that great, but I was feeling good about it, and then Wily just destroyed that. But that's Mega Man 9. Yeah, that's a fun little game. I would hope people learn it. It's probably the hardest casual Mega Man game, other than like 7. Like, they came back after 8 and just kicked you in the behind. Alright, I should set up for Mega Man 10 then.